All right, so it's Fantasy Rasta, DFS Fantasy Rasta here, guys. Happy Monday. Um, I know you guys are excited to go back to work. Um, I'm not gonna get into my personal life, but I'm off today, so I feel good. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm just gonna talk to you about today's NBA slate, November 13th. It's a 12 game slate. Yeah, 12 game slate. And I'm just gonna go through the sheet real quick. Um, So you'll see that I've got 5 teams in the green. They all have a score of over 4. And Phoenix, LA Lakers, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland, New York is a team. Both teams are in this top score, so you definitely want to consider stacking that game or getting exposure to that game, especially to the value plays. So I'll just go game by game real quick. First, you got Phoenix. You want assists and 3-pointers. So you're looking for 3-point shooters and players that contribute with assists. So that's going to be Devin Booker, Mike James, T.J. Warren. Those guys, have a good chance of hitting value. You've got Portland, assists and 3-pointers. Again, that's going to be Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum. Can roll the dice with Harkless, but I'm probably Evan Turner. Evan Turner's in play there. Cleveland, you've got the assists, 3-pointers, and the volume shooter. So that's LeBron. Although he doesn't really give you the threes, but the 3-point column, you've got a value play there with J.R. Smith. The assists, that goes to LeBron, and the shots. Kevin Love will give you shots. J.R.'s gonna give you shots. LeBron's gonna give you shots. So you want a shooter from Cleveland. The Clippers, same 3 categories. That's going to be Blake. He does all 3. He shoots the 3, gives you assists. You can throw Austin Rivers in there. You can also, as far as, Wesley Johnson. You could throw Wesley Johnson in there, I guess, as a value play. The Clippers are playing Philly. So, and I have that game as one of the top games. So you could really consider any player in that game, but you probably want to have a little bit more emphasis on players that contribute in these categories. Let's see, and Patrick Beverly might be back, so he'll get his assists, and he is shooting a little bit more this year with the Clippers. So, and I think he's attempting a few threes, so he could be a contrarian play that might go overlooked. That's in a decent game, should have a good matchup, decent matchup, and should be on the court. Trying to defend the 76ers guards. New York is also in the green. They're 4, and they don't have anything lit up as far as with the categories. So this tells me superstar for the Knicks, Porzingis. I'd also consider Tim Hardaway Jr. in this game, which matched up against J.R. Smith. And he's a volume shooter, so you kind of want to focus on multi-category volume shooters. But Porzingis is a stud in this game that you probably want to think about. You could definitely consider Cantor, Kyle Quinn, and you could probably consider your boy, the point guard, Jarrett Jack in this game as well. And the Knicks are actually, like I mentioned, Cleveland and the Knicks are the top game that I have ranked. They have the highest score, a decent Vegas total. I like targeting games that don't have the highest total because sometimes these don't end up working out. And sometimes if you pivot the field in a game that goes overlooked, you definitely gain an advantage from that. Same kind of situation with the Philly Clippers game. Definitely do not overlook this Orlando Golden State game. So I'm just going to jump to this right now. Orlando Golden State has the highest Vegas total, I think, for today. Both teams are pretty fast-paced teams, so you can't overlook it. I know the score is low, but don't overlook this game. And it's the last game of the night, so you probably want to have exposure to someone. Definitely, because it's within this list, you definitely want to think of a score for each team. So that's, and ironically, Golden State, I have scored. They have the second lowest, so they're in the bottom 20%. Nothing is lit up here. So superstar, you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond Green, whoever you think has a better matchup, but you definitely want a volume shooter. So I would lean more so towards Durant, Clay, and Steph over Draymond. Although Draymond could still have a good game. Don't sleep, because again, this game's ranked here. So I have the highest Vegas total, but Vegas totals are based on points, so they think someone's going to score, target a score. Denver, they're also a team that doesn't have anyone or any categories with an asterisk. So Jokic. Again, depending on the matchup, they play Portland. So normally you want to attack Portland bigs and their guards, to be honest. So I mean, I would say Barton's pretty hot right now. He's coming off the bench, he's getting a lot of minutes. He'll get a good matchup against Portland's second unit. And if Gary Harris is hurt, he should see more minutes. Yeah, I said Jokic, Millsap. These guys are in good spots. Philadelphia, you want to target another superstar, so you're thinking Embiid, Covington, or Ben Simmons. It's in the top 3 games with the Clippers. Philly is, and 218.5 is up there. I think it's one of the top 3 Vegas totals. So a scorer, someone with a good matchup. So Philly at the Clippers, got Embiid versus DeAndre Jordan, got Blake against maybe Ben Simmons, or Ben Simmons could be running point guard with I have Beverly on Ben Simmons, which would give him a great matchup. And then you've got Covington on the wing, who I think will probably have the best matchup in this game. And he's a volume shooter in a game that's supposed to have points. So I would consider those 3 for sure. And then I did New York. Okay, so I went over the superstars that I like that could go overlooked. Some may not, but just some players to consider here with high upside. And then, all right, so Sacramento, you got the assist, 3-point shot, field goal attempts. They don't have a lot of scores. Randolph could be in this category. I actually forgot to mention him. The only thing I'm worried about is his ceiling because of his minutes. So he's not really a high ceiling player, but he's a player that can get you value. Got Dorian Fox, Buddy Hield, they're kind of volume shooters. Kind of rolling the dice anytime you play Sacramento, but being that I do have these 3 categories lit up, stacking them would save you a lot of salary, because I'm pretty sure you can get their starting unit or the players that get the most minutes on that team relatively cheap. They're playing Washington, which is not in the top 3, but it is a top, in my top 5, or actually top 4, because they're literally tied. Yeah, you can consider a Sacramento stack, hoping that they keep up with Washington. It should be a fast-paced game, so the Sacramento players should hold some good value. I'm not sure if I see it being a blowout. Washington, ironically talking about the same game, rebounds, so you're thinking Gortat, Markieff Morris, assists, or you can include John Wall with the rebounds. John Wall's getting you the assists. John Wall's going to be taking shots. You also consider Markieff Morris taking shots. Bradley Beal's going to take shots. Then you've got the Lakers. You want a player that contributes with assists and 3-pointers. So that's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. That's Kyle Kuzma. That's going to be Jordan Clarkson. It's going to be, Randall will get you assists sometimes, so you can consider Randall. Brook Lopez is going to give you assists and some 3. He's going to shoot the 3. So consider those guys. Atlanta, you want assist and a volume shooter. So that could be Bazemore, that could be Schroeder, that could be, let's see, Taurean Prince, Bellinelli. They got a lot of guard players, so just kind of be careful. But because the assists and the shooter, the field goal attempts are in play, you want to consider those categories when making your selection here. You could also, Babbitt's not really a big shooter. They play New Orleans, so I don't know if you want to go big. You might just want to choose one of those wing players with Atlanta. Utah, rebounds, assists, 3-pointers. So the rebounds will be Favors. With Gobert out, it'll be Ingles. Assists, same thing. Well, I'm sorry. Assists will also be Ingles. you would throw in Rubio. Oh, you could throw Rubio in the rebounds column too, I guess. Assists would be Rubio. Three-pointer will be Rodney Hood, Donovan Mitchell, Ingles as well. So consider those for the Utah game. Orlando, Golden State, again, the highest game on the highest projected total. So I'm going to consider a player that gives me assists and three-pointers. That's Elfrid Payton. That's Evan Fournier. Aaron Gordon will give you that. Sometimes Vucevic will definitely give you that. So consider the matchup. Consider the situation. I think Elfrid Payton may have his minutes limited. He was complaining about an injury. So they may use other guards. So that could be Terrence Ross, who's shooting the three. Could be Shelvin Mack, if he gets to start, should be able to contribute with assists and three-pointers. So, and then New Orleans, you want a three-point shooter. So DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis are going to shoot the three. So, I mean, you really want to consider them the most. Each one more will give you some three-point shots. But they have a great matchup against Atlanta's bigs. I don't see Dedmon and Luke Babbitt stopping DeMarcus Cousins or Anthony Davis. So I expect one of them to show out. And then Milwaukee, they're ranked kind of low. I don't have them in the top game. But with this right here, says that somebody should also go off in this game. Someone that is a multi-category player that contributes in all these categories on Milwaukee. So, if you know anything about basketball, Giannis, the only thing he doesn't contribute with is the three-point shot. He's not consistently shooting that. But I've seen, he's going to shoot a few a game. So consider Giannis here. Memphis, and this player that contributes with assists and three-pointers. Gasol, Mike Conley, Mario Chalmers. That's pretty much it. And I talked about Denver. We talked about Minnesota. Okay. And then just to go over the game ranks real quick. Cleveland, New York, LA at Phoenix, Philadelphia at the Clippers. Those are the three games you really want to target, get some exposure to. You're going to have 4 or 5 players from within these 3 games in each of my lineups for the most part. Denver, Portland, Sacramento, Washington. Don't overlook these games. They're tied for 4th. They got good matchups, fast-paced games. So I'm definitely going to have some exposure here. Atlanta, New Orleans. I like the wing players from Atlanta. I like Cousins and AD from New Orleans. And then this Orlando Golden State game. Don't forget you want a superstar, Curry, Durant, or a volume shooter, Klay Thompson, or multi-category players, Draymond Green. So pretty much everything's open for Golden State as well. And it's the highest scoring game, so you're leaning more towards the volume shooter, the scorer that has the best matchup. And yep, so I hope that helps you guys out tonight. Thank you for watching, and check us out at the dfscave.com. Got articles, we've got great tools that you can use to help you be successful with DFS. I should have an article up soon. I'm working on that. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at FantasyRasta. All right, you have a good one.